17 straight games here at XL Center, but this Georgetown team plays with tenacity that has been tough to come by the last couple years, and we're underway.
Do some work downstairs, but that means driving lanes, green light.
Dan Hurley was talking about watching film for this team has been completely different. The way their spacing has been the last couple games. First touches, Drew Fielder. Some stores wondering whether Alex Caravan's funk is finally over as they feed Johnson. And he does a lot of that. Interesting to track the paint points for both teams here tonight as Caravan gets stripped by Jaden Epps. Malik Mack with Peavy. Able to get solo ball up in the air, and he knocks it down for the corner. Peavy this month. Top 5 in the nation in scoring since the start of February. There's Liam McNeely using the window.
Yeah, pretty good D, but not just shooting the ball or driving to the basket, but being able to use both hands, Alex.
You can speak to this. Coming off injury, sometimes it gives you a bit of a second wind down the stretch.
A little bit. You can see things. You're almost like a coach those 5 weeks that he was off. He's seeing the game a little bit differently.
Peavy again from deep. Love watching that kid play being Peavy, except for the day I have to play him. Jordan Burks adds to the three-point party. The Hoyas perfect.
Almost been a type of an enigma because of the three-point line and the lack of ability to guard it.
McNeely turns it over. Uconn has 18 turnovers in their loss to St. John's on Sunday. And they're going to see a similar defensive tenacity. Step back three, Jaden Epps. And the Georgetown bench is loving it. They're all on their feet.
Still, you got to give that extra effort and close those gaps.
Sandiar probing. Diarra averaging a little under 6 assists per game. Drives, kicks, ball, knocks it down.
Not enough lift on it.
There are a couple of alarming stats in the St. John's game. Caravan off the heel of the rim, comes right back out to Diarra for a reset to ball, and he drills another three, and just like that, the Huskies are right back in it. But
stop guys, stay in front of guys, play passing lanes.
Just like that.
Those plays will get you going a little bit, creating offense with your defense. Man.
It's going to be fun to watch tonight. That's plagued them over the last little while as well. Caravan, shot fake, and that's in and out. Offensive rebound, and the follow for ball. As the tournament approaches.
Well, the one good thing about Uconn getting into their bench is they have length. They have size when they go down, and they try to play other guys. Ross,
a senior. With Diarra committing the turnover.
And a lot of that is
another deflection and another turnover. Peavy will locate Jordan Burks. Diarra got a hand there. Burks' second effort.
I love Burks' athletic ability. He's just a couple of guys. He wheels and deals by him, gets everyone settled. He's a veteran.
The Hoyas set up here in their half court. That's offensive foul.
But knowing that the back down is coming, that's great timing. That back to the basket guy, but also Jalen Stewart.
Caravan drawing some contact.
But even St. John's, who's at they're the cream of the crop. They don't have to shoot 60%, but can they consistently make those threes when they're left open?
Well, if anything here, we're just going to let everybody go. Okay. Play on.
That. Have a conversation.
There have been plenty of Donniebrooks in this building, but
yes, there have been.
Epps fighting through the contact. From Stewart.
Just great hustle. That's how you stay on the floor for Danny Hurley.
Bounce pass, Reed. There's the step-through layup that Dan Hurley wanted.
Good job by Terrence Reed Jr. to play through the contact. You can't rely on the officials to make a call every time.
Woo. Wow, Epps high off the glass.
So important when you're in a zone to find a body when the ball goes up.
McNeely from deep. And it's down to 3. Former Harvard man, played his freshman year there. Back, accelerating to the rim. How about that first step? Garaband and McNeely. 8 to shoot. Diarra, soft area, got by Fielder.
You put it on the floor, gives yourself an opportunity to get a higher percentage, one, but also maybe put that third foul on Fielder.
Both teams shooting better than 50%. Steal from Terrace Reed into the front court. And he throws it down.
And Georgetown not receiving the ball, not needing the pass. Look at that paint, wide open. There's no one in there.
Nobody there.
Wow.
Foul is called. Reed going for another steal.
Terrace Reed Jr. He's just a bigger body, he's a wider body in there. Maybe not as many pick and rolls, but he's a load downstairs.
Wrangling for room with Fielder. Kick back to McNeely. And he knocks down a 3 to bring Uconn back within 1.
You're going to get a cease and desist. You keep that up. I'm just telling you right now.
Letter's already in the mail. Garaband walled up. Fights his way through the contact. Second chance and 1. Terrace Reed. And the Huskies have the lead for the point.
You got to see, and you learn this at a young age. Man, you ball. You got to see your man. You got to see the ball. You can't turn your back unless you're Dr. J, Shaq, Michael Jordan. You can't make that one-handed pass and think you're going to bring it back.
Reed. He's just a load down there, and
you got to be aware.
F's blocked. And the Huskies' size is maybe starting to show itself. Here is Garaband on the follow.
Social media, normal media, it's the expectations you start to put on yourself aren't they're
McNeely with 4 to shoot. Spin move, McNeely, the drive, the floater, no. And a shot clock violation against the Huskies.
Great defensive possession there by Georgetown. Exactly what they needed.
Different role this year, and like you said, they've asked him to be more selective with his shot as he splits the pair at the line.
Well, he works. He's not, again, he's not clean. You can't teach that body. Can't teach size, and you can't teach a body like that.
Reed downhill again! Approaching 2 minutes to play in the half. 5 to shoot. Epps has to hurry, a heave, and he buries it from near midcourt.
Jaden Epps from last year.
Yeah.
So he's got it in his bag. We know that. Nothing you can do about that but tip your hat and say good shot. I mean, that was touching the ear of the Husky.
Great feed for Garaband. Well, that's what going so deep in the postseason has done the last couple of years for the half dozen guys on this team with national championship experience.
Gives you a confidence.
Yep. Solo ball extends the Huskies' lead, their largest margin tonight. Pick and roll from Ball, Stows Noel, 3 to shoot. Something's got to give here. He's trying to lay it up. Hoyas come away with a rebound. Time for a last shot. Epps wants it all, and he can't hit at the buzzer, and the Huskies will take a 7-point lead into the break. That's along with Caleb Williams, who's out day to day.
And they lose. Obviously, you know what Sorber means, but Caleb Williams is a terrific young player, great size, active hands defensively.
Going to get back to Peavy here to start the half. They're going to have to.
I like that. Getting
Key to McNeely. He's off the mark from 3. Malik Mack looking to run. Bounce pass. Burks the jam. For Drew Fielder, sophomore from Boise, Idaho. Tasked with replacing some of the minutes from Thomas Sorber. He's on the season.
And he's got to know when that ball's coming at you, I think he really was caught in the middle.
But he's going to be a marked man the rest of the night. And swirling his way to the tin. Sophomore from Decatur, Alabama. Nice slip, Garaband.
Yeah, they know how to
You have to get to the tournament first, and that was put into doubt by that disastrous over. If they can recover in time, maybe win, let's say, 3 out of their final 4 in the regular season, they should have enough to get in. Fielder, 3, got it. Probably also live with a guy who's only shooting 27% from
no
behind
question.
There's Reed, and they still don't have an answer for him. Back showing and resetting. Fielder trying around the corner against Reed. Jump hook.
Well, keep him in there to not pick up his fifth. You got to leave him in to be aggressive going at Reed.
McNeely spins his way up to 10. Fielder wants another one, and he's got it. It's amazing what you miss when it's not there.
Yeah.
I mean, Ed Cooley was despondent talking with us prior to the game, just like, you know, the loss of Sorber especially.
Yeah. And then we talked about it too. It's been an emotional time, emotional season for Ed Cooley. Lost his mother recently. Lost his sister early in the season, before the season.
Walled up by Caravan, fights his way through the contact. Great defensive possession for the Hoyas, and they can't get the payoff with the defensive board.
They did everything but clean up the glass.
McNeely, Big East Freshman of the Week for the 6th time, and he might win a 7th.
I really thought it might have been a toss-up of who the newcomer of the year would be, the rookie of the year. Well, he goes out at Sorber. Now that Sorber's out, he's playing like, no, it's my. Their impact. Also, the focal point of that is Thomas Sorber.
And I think for Sorber, if you hadn't seen him play, his Diarra at the stripe here, to get that clean look until a very specific point.
Invading my personal space. 30 seconds, people.
Bounce pass.
Jam for Burks.
Behind the line, 5 to shoot. Diarra has to hurry. He finds Stewart, a 3. Numbers for the Huskies in transition. Ball, wild take. And it could have been an and 1 after all of that.
Again, when they met Georgetown on the 11th of January, they're up 23. Georgetown made a push. Uconn won that 68-60, but still, you know,
Uconn at the foul line has extended the lead. It's their largest margin of the night. Perfect. 12 for 12. It's an and 1 on the other end.
anyway, at this level, when you're playing against a grown-up, which what Micah Peavy is,
Peavy leading the way for the Hoyas with 14. Mulvaney, and that can't be recorralled. And they're going to call a foul.
Take a look, he's a little off balance. Like, you know what, if I just fall here, there's the eligibility left for.
Yeah, I don't know these days.
Yeah, I mean.
And McNeely, as Fielder fouls out early in this half. Burks on the verge of that too, as Peavy hits from 3, 17 points.
Take another basket. Hands just exchanging, not against this Uconn team.
Sounds like Johnson felt the contact. Second chance now for the Huskies in the 9-point lead for the Huskies. Ball zips it inside. Diarra, nice move. Trigger happy with the Hoyas beat from 3. Not a great 3-point shooting team on the season. Another miss.
Still think you got to work on getting your head down and getting to the rim. You can get those shots anytime you want.
Johnson felt the contact.
Putting the ball on the perimeter.
No, for the second half.
And they're probably a little bit quicker, faster, more nimble without Sorber. I'm with you. I'm surprised you hadn't seen more of that this game.
Jump off pass. Stewart double clutch. Does he? Coach, even if you make that, we'll probably pull you aside later and say, yeah, that's not what we need.
You want to, it's not a trustworthy shot, whether it goes in or not. Good defense there by Williams on Caravan.
Stewart coughed it up. Numbers for the Hoyas. Lock pass. Peavy the jam. Georgetown, and now Uconn is going to milk some clock on this end. 6.5 to go. Diarra back guarding him.
Oh, wow.
They're going to count this and one on the follow.
Yeah, that was interesting. Reed Jr. It's just, he's working. He's a horse tonight.
Yeah.
Makes a free throw or two.
Be the X factor for the Huskies down the stretch in March. Wide open on the slip, Jordan Burks.
A feel on defense, a trust, an awareness, and that doesn't help.
Ball cuts it back, crossover. Wow.
It's really good. He's so multidimensional. I think a lot of people see him as just a three-point shooter. But much like Peavy, can play multiple positions and score in so many ways.
Ball, 3 straight on. He thought he got hit. Offensive rebound, Caravan. And McNeely takes a peek at the clock. Ball wants to pull the trigger, and he does.
Position. It would probably jump ship. Staying there, earning your keep, and creating a network and a community around yourself.
Disjointed inbound.
You know, claim some of that revenue that schools are making off of these guys.
Reed gets his own miss. Caravan knocks down a 3, and that might be the knockout blow. On their way to avoiding back-to-back losses is Caravan.
His ordinary role, shooting threes, nice little spin move there, soft, but he was doing things on the other end of the floor that Alex Caravan does. We saw a block earlier. There.
Make up for it in other ways.
Or you fold up.
Right.
You just completely disappear. I played with guys like that.
Reed. And they have not had an answer for him tonight.
Or like the Huskies, and there have been bigs who have kind of paved the way for those national titles. You're going to be compared to them. He's gotten better. Reed has gotten better. Nice drive there by Diarra. I mean, you didn't go to a private school either, so we'll give you a pass.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I was trying to help you there, man. Trying to help you. It helps that you're at home. Obviously, go to Providence. It's not too far away, but you know, you just, the Marquette game is really important. But I think Coach Hurley's telling him every single game is as important.
One of the best offensive performances for Uconn this season, and it couldn't have come at a better time. The Huskies scuffling over the second half of this season. Michael Peavy's going to add to his total tonight to clean up on the other end. But a game that Uconn had to have. And a 93-79 victory over Georgetown here in Hartford.
Look, it was a much-needed win, physically and mentally, for the Huskies. The crowd got behind them. They needed to see their Huskies get a good win.